Now we will look at the different types of attacks that have been attempted in the past, how to penetrate a system and inflict one of these 4 types of damages that I just mentioned. The first one I want to mention is browsing of information. Now the idea is that you are essentially looking at residual information. So there is usually some unused portion of memory. So if you allocate a chunk of memory to yourself, or the system allocates memory to you, or maybe a portion of a disk, all of this information could contain stuff from previous users. And so if you have access to it, you might actually be able to get some information that was left behind that was not wiped clean from the previous user. Now this is typically done by a user who is already inside, so a legitimate user. So you are a valid user, you allocate memory or you request memory, and then maybe browse for some residual information in that space. The second attack that I want to talk about or mention is information leaking. Now here the idea is that a trusted service is actually going to betray you. So you employ a service, you entrust it with some information, some personal information, and the service is actually going to disclose it to someone else. It's called the confinement problem. It's very difficult to solve. We'll look at it toward the end of the course, how it can be done. But just for example, let's say you are using some kind of a medical survey or something like this. Now this could disclose the information to your provider, to your insurance, and have some implications for your on your rates and so on. So that's the type of a problem where you are disclosing or leaking information from a legitimate service to some other user.